what is our story and where are we buying into it and what are we making of it. So there's a part where people can create a story and it's where you almost become the victim of the story, and this isn't the direction that we want to go. The direction we want to take you as far as story goes is, what am I aware of that's happening? Where am I going with this, which is what some of you have already explained and shared with us, and where do I want to go? And when we can get into the mindset of, right now I'm operating out of fear and worry and concern, that's my story. Where do I want to take it is the next part of the story. Where do I want my story to go? I want to have peace and calm. I want to be reassured. I want to have confidence in what I'm doing. I want to be out of the fear. I want to know that what I'm doing is best for my child. So that's where we want to develop a story that works for us. And that can look different for each of you, even if you're doing the same type of tools. It's how you incorporate it into your own life and into your own story. So looking at your own mindset of where you're at, and then where would you like to go? And maybe, you're not quite ready to get all the way to the place that I can have peace and calm, but if I could at least just feel more comfortable with my child. Talked about being able to have some allowance for her child, and that was a great first step, to be able to have allowance for her emotions. But where do I get to step into having my own comfortable? Where can I be an allowance of myself and where I'm at? And maybe it's even about embracing where you're at right now. Like sometimes when we feel fear or worry or discomfort of any kind, we want to resist it rather than bringing it up and putting it out into the light and saying, I'm really afraid here. I'm afraid of what will happen for my daughter. I'm afraid what will happen if this continues. Because if you don't face your own fears, you can't eliminate them. And so that's the first thing I'd really like you to get into as far as what your story is what is my mindset in all of this? And if I'm not fearful, am I just worried? Am I, what is that for you? We found that most people go to fear, because as parents, we look at our role as a parent, and when we don't feel that we're making the end result what we'd like it to be, then we're fearful of what will happen to our child or children if they don't change the behavior, if they don't do something different, if they don't learn how to cope. But as I have that fear, how much of that fear is being projected onto my child? How much of my fear are they even connecting to that's escalating their own difficulties, their own challenges, their own confusion and frustration about whatever else is going on? But when you can be even comfortable that you have fear, like I know that feels pretty conflictual, but when you can be comfortable with, I'm afraid. I don't have to try and hide that. Okay, I'm afraid. And now what would I like to do about it?